4 people have been arrested after a priceless diamond tiara described as a national treasure was stolen from a historic country estate. Thieves entered the Welbeck estate in Sherwood Forest, Worksop, Nottinghamshire between 9:45 p.m. and 10 p.m. on November 20th. During the daring heist, the offenders fled with the Portland tiara, which was commissioned for King Edward VI's coronation. 3 men aged 46, 38 and 33 and a 30-year-old woman have now been arrested on suspicion of burglary following police raids in Carlton, Cinderhill, and Bulwell. However, the jewels have not yet been found, and officers are still trying to recover the Portland tiara and brooch. Detective Inspector Gail Hart said, "This case has involved multiple lines of inquiry, and we're continuing to work hard on the case to secure justice for the victims." The stolen property hasn't been recovered, and we still want to hear from anyone who knows where the items might be. Police believe a stolen silver Audi RS5 Quattro registration KY61 USJ was involved in the burglary. Ms. Hart added, "It was stolen from the Phoenix Park and Ride tram stop, Millennium Way East, Cinderhill, Nottingham, on Friday, 2 November 2018. It was found abandoned and burnt out in Cross Lane, Blidworth, about half an hour after the burglary." Did you see this car in the area around the time of the burglary, or have dashcam footage of it? Did you see anyone in the car? We're keen to trace this vehicle's movements before the burglary, so encourage anyone who saw it or who has any information to get in touch with us as soon as possible. Police earlier released dramatic CCTV of the moment a gang of audacious burglars broke into a historic estate before stealing a diamond-encrusted tiara worth millions. Security footage captured the gang wearing boiler suits and crash helmets, using power tools and metal bars to break their way into the Portland Collection Gallery. Sparks can be seen flying as they cut their way into the premises before fleeing the scene in a silver Audi RS5 Quattro, having also snatched a diamond brooch. Nottinghamshire police today released the footage and an image of the car with the registration KY61 USJ in a bid to track down the suspects. Share this article. Share. Detective Inspector Gail Hart said, "Our inquiries are ongoing, and we're making a plea to potential witnesses." The suspects were wearing white suits and motorcycle helmets, but we're still hoping someone may know who they are, and we're urging anyone with any information to get in touch with us. We're also urging anyone who has any information about the silver Audi RS5 to contact us. Did you see this car in the area around the time of the burglary, or have dashcam footage of it? Did you see anyone in the car? We're keen to trace this vehicle's movements preceding the burglary, so again we're appealing to anyone who saw it or who has any information to get in touch with us as soon as possible. We believe the burglars used specialist diamond cutter type tools to break through the armored glass display case. If anyone has information about people hiring or sourcing such equipment, then we'd urge them to get in touch. The Portland tiara is considered one of the great historic tiaras of Great Britain after the Duke of Portland commissioned jewelers Cartier to make it in 1902. Richard Edgecombe, curator of jewelry at the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, said, "The Portland tiara is one of the great historic tiaras of Great Britain. Since its creation by Cartier in 1902, using diamonds from the historic collections of the Dukes of Portland, it has been recognized as a jewel of supreme importance, a superb design magnificently executed." The 6th Duke of Portland commissioned Cartier to create the Portland tiara for his wife, Winifred, Duchess of Portland. She wore it to the 1902 coronation of King Edward VII. The Duchess was one of 4 pallbearers at Queen Alexandra's anointing. The centerpiece of the tiara is the Portland diamond, which dates from the 19th century. It is flanked by 2 diamond drops and other pendant diamonds, all set in gold and silver. The brooch is composed of diamond clusters that previously stood at the apex of the tiara. These gems can be seen on the tiara in a painting of Duchess Winifred at the anointing of Queen Alexandra. James Lewis, of Bamford's Auctioneers in Derby, said previously, "It could be worth millions, but it is such a well-known piece it can't come up for public sale." The most horrendous thought is it could be something called a breaker, where the diamonds are taken out and sold individually.